It's a lot to say.
All right, guys, Rich the Return Rider coming at you here. Got my nephew here with me, man.
Gang, gang.
Yeah, he bought some bikes down from Jersey, a couple of bikes. I'm gonna have him give you the what this motorcycle is. Run those numbers by me again.
Well, this is 2023 30th anniversary edition CBR 1000 RR-R SP Fireblade. You gotta say all that stuff.
God damn, guys, that's a tongue twister.
You gotta say all those things. And this bike is crazy. It's like it's honestly better than I thought it would be.
So, guys, we got Lauren in the background there. Feeling a little under the weather. We wish her a speedy recovery. Appreciate her coming out to support us. This is the other bike that he has here that he brought down with him. Now, guys, the goal is to get him off of the sports and naked bikes. We're going to get him on the BMW Grand America, the Honda Goldwing DCT Airbag Tour,
Yes.
or
Or
the CVO. Which one do you guys think?
what you guys think? What you guys see me on?
What you
You'll
guys
me
can
ride
see
like
him
this?
on. It's time to get him off the
Like
sports
this?
bike and get him cruising.
You'll see me ride with the couch in the back.
You know what I'm going to say, guys?
You want
Honda
me to couch in the
Goldwing
back?
all the way.
Yeah.
Now, guys, I'm going to do a separate video there where we talk about transitioning from a sports bike to a sports tour motorcycle. But today, guys, we are out here. My niece having fear of being a passenger on the back of the motorcycle. Definitely decided that she would be doing it on the back of a sports bike. You on?
What should I hold on to?
Just hold on to me
Okay.
slightly.
Right here?
Yeah, yeah. Or you can use the thing. When I turn, you know, just you don't have to do anything.
And I convinced,
Just look when I'm going through a turn.
kind of coerced
Okay.
her into riding on the back of the Honda Goldwing a try. She agreed to it. Of course, had to get the approval of the hubby. You don't have to hear me refer to Donnell as my nephew. She's my niece. You know, we're all family, guys. So let's talk about it, man. The fear of riding in the back of the motorcycle. Now, as you can see there, Donnell was making some jokes about being on a cruiser. I want you to hang on to the end of the video. We're going to allow him to take a ride on the Honda Goldwing. See what he thinks about it, guys. But anyway, so here we are. We are out. We are on Ruby, the 2019 Honda Goldwing. This is her first time on a cruiser. I don't know if you noticed there, but in the beginning of the video, she was holding on to my shoulder. As I was watching videos from NC Rider and some of these professionals, one of the things that they told you not to do is to have the passenger put their hands around your shoulder, because of course it takes away some of the control of the rider. We're going to be talking about a little bit of techniques here to try to make Isha comfortable on the motorcycle as we get out of the cruise. We're also going to be, you know, taking her on some of the back roads here with low traffic. I don't know if I've mentioned, guys, but like I said, this is Rich the Return Rider is the name of the channel. It's my journey back to riding motorcycles after being away for 20 plus years. And this video here, man, is kind of twofold, but we're going to focus right now on being the passenger on the back of the motorcycle, and none better than the Generation 6 Honda Goldwing, guys. Now, her husband did explain to her it's going to be like riding on the back of a couch. Not quite. The seat on the stock Generation Honda Goldwing is a little hard. We have done a video with Lauren and I doing a review on a product from Cycle Gear, a gel seat. If you get a chance, check out the video. Going to put a little clip of that video in here. And check out that video and see what we think about that. Lorna has been quite comfortable on that seat. For me, the seat is not a problem. But anyway, guys, let's talk about it now. One of the things that we instructed Aisha to do when she got on the motorcycle is to first of all keep her feet on the foot pegs. Now, when we are going through turns and so forth, for her not to concentrate on leaning with the motorcycle. If I'm going to the right, just turn her head to the right, where we're going. If I'm going to the left, just turn her head to the left to see where we're going. So again, we also explained to her that if at any point she felt uncomfortable on the motorcycle, I would make a U-turn and I would head right back to the house. Now, the other thing is, you can see her holding on there, as I'm explaining to her, you know, try not to hold on too tight. The tighter you are on the holding on to the rider, the more uncomfortable you're going to get, and fatigue might set in after a period of time. Now, the Honda Goldwing, guys, is designed for long touring. This motorcycle is known for that. It's interesting, when Lauren and I was in Tennessee, we met a couple on the previous generation Honda Goldwing. Reached over and we spoke to the lady back of the bike. She looked so comfortable on the motorcycle. She says she often falls asleep on the back of the Goldwing. Don't know if that's recommended, but yeah, guys, we're out for some throttle therapy today. We're going to be riding the back roads of Lake City, Florida, low traffic. It's probably the beginning part of February 2024. Part of this was Donnell coming down and leaving some bikes down for Daytona Bike Week. Don't know exactly when we're going to be doing the Daytona runs. You know, getting her comfortable in the back of the Goldwing. Now, as we're riding in the back here, guys, the turns and the twisties back here are very mild. And one of the things that I wanted to get Donnell used to also was getting back into the thing of riding. Now, he is a return rider. He rode in the past. He's have his collections of sports bikes, as you can see there, with him wearing the Ducati jacket. He's a big Ducati guy, the Panigale, the Diavo. But today, guys, he's out of the CBR 1000 RR and all the other names affiliated, guys. I wish we had got some footage of me riding that motorcycle. I was a big fan of that motorcycle back in the days of the Nicky Hayden through 1996, and so winning the championship. Rest in peace, Nicky. And the late Nicky Hayden, I should say. And you know, the Honda Goldwing, man. The Hondas seem to be able to make smoothness. And anyway, guys, let's not make this about the Honda Goldwing. So yeah, so Isha was feeling pretty comfortable on the back. This is a voiceover, of course. And one of the reasons that I did a voiceover, we got a little bit of music there in the background, guys, to take away some of the communication between her and me showing up on the, popping up on the mic. But one of the things that I wanted to do as we were out here catching up on family and so forth is to get her comfortable on the motorcycle. And as we rode on, I can see her comfort level. I can feel the comfort level increasing. Now, we are going through these little subdivisions here. You might not be able to see it from the camera, but there's a little bit of elevations. There's a little bit of turns. I did express to Donnell that there is some sand in some of these corners here, so to stay close to the yellow line. And again, trying to get him acclimated to get him back into riding and so forth. But again, always trying to promote safety. And I know as I say that, guys, you can see I don't have my gloves on. But I knew I just added the new Gold Strike handle grips to the bike. The gloves that I was wearing, I got a different set of gloves, but the gloves that I was wearing does not make me feel real comfortable on the controls at this point. And of course, having Ish in the back of the bike, we wanted to be as comfortable with those controls as possible. So I know it's not quite the safest thing to do. I know I'm going to hear from you Road Glide and I got all the gear all the time. But yeah, forgive me on this one, guys. So yes, we're getting here and we're cruising through the back roads, as again showing them how therapeutic some of these rides is, as Donnell was asking about it. And I explained to him there are days that I don't ride that I feel like I'm having cabin fever. Whether it is raining or the weather is a little chilly here in Florida and I choose not to ride, it's just not, you know, it's one of those things, man. And again, therapeutic. Look at this. How many cars do we come in contact with in these back roads of Lake City? Guys, I can ride on roads like these for hours and encounter as little traffic as possible. So yeah, again, guys, therapeutic. You know, we were both laughing as they have that saying, you're never going to see a motorcycle park in front of a psychologist's office, unless, of course, it's his motorcycle. So anyway, guys, so we're going to talk about it where Isha starts to become a little uncomfortable with the motorcycle. Like I said, at this point, she's holding on. She's feeling pretty comfortable. We are engaging in some conversation back and forth on family life and everything else. Again, trying to divert her attention from being nervous. As we're going to see here in a little while, Donnell is actually getting ready to flex his muscle on the CBR 1000 RR. And I got to tell you, folks, I was tempted to drop the motorcycle in sports mode on the Honda Goldwing and go get him. But hey, that would be an exercise in futility. It's just not going to happen. When I look up the specs of the CBR 1000, we got 186 miles an hour top speed. The Honda Goldwing 140. We also have 0 to 60 in 2.5 to 2.9 seconds on the CBR, the Honda Goldwing 3.9. It's not all about the speed sometimes, guys. It's about the torque, the finesse, and the great feeling of the Honda Goldwing. You know, we always hear folks say, man, these motorcycles is an old man motorcycle. The Honda Goldwing. But guys, I gotta tell you, man, I always say in my videos, with age comes wisdom, understanding, and the appreciation of great things. But yeah, guys, let's get back to it. Like I said, we're going to get to a point where Isha feels a little uncomfortable with the bike. One of the things that I forgot to mention, guys, is for communication purposes, it's great if you have some headgear that you can communicate with. Right now, I am rocking the Pack Talk Edge from Cardo. And in Isha's case, on her helmet, she have what they call the Spirit, Cardo Spirit HD. And again, nice little communication devices. It's great to have something that you can talk to your passenger, because with the wind and so forth, it's hard to be able to communicate. Now, one of the things that she did mention is that the wind was affecting her a little bit, so no problem, guys. We just raised the windshield of the Honda Goldwing, and also put her visor a little further down to help with the wind buffeting. But yeah, guys, out the back roads of Lake City, 70 degrees, absolutely beautiful riding. Now, we don't have the hills and the valleys, and again, I said Lauren is not a big fan of riding through the mountains and so forth for Tennessee. But I'm hoping at some point, guys, that if we can get old Donnell there to transfer over to maybe a touring bike, that we can get out, ride some of these roads, head down to places like Homosassa, Crystal River, do some dining down there off the water. But you're talking about at least 2 to 2.5 hours. Don't quite know if Isha would ever be ready to take that trip. So folks, where we're going to be heading here now is we're going to get out a little bit into traffic. At this point, she was still feeling okay with the ride. We are now on I-90 in Lake City, Florida, where we're going to experience a little bit more traffic and so forth. And then, if you hang on a little bit in the video, guys, there's going to be a little reveal where Isha decided, okay, enough is enough. It's time to head on back. Gotta admit, man, Donna looks pretty cool there on that CBR. Nice looking bike, man. I do sometimes miss the idea of a sports bike, but after getting out and riding on that bike there, like I said, it was an absolute thrill. Wish we had more footage of it. But at this stage of the game, it just was not comfortable. The Honda Goldwing has totally spoiled me. Now, this video was actually edited and narrated probably about a week or so after they got back. So I did speak to Donnell and Isha on a decision that they might be making going into the future here. But anyway, guys, opportunity to flex our muscles here on the Goldwing. We were still in touring mode, never got into sports mode. Didn't want to get ridiculous, but wanted to stretch the legs here of the Honda Goldwing, 125 horsepower, 125 foot-pounds of torque. Of course, at this point, Donnell was gone. But yeah, and the reveal came, and Isha said to me, "Ooh, I do not like riding on the highway." So as promised, guys, we rode one exit. The plan was to go down to maybe Gainesville or Ocala to ride in our power sports. And when she said that to me, guys, we are now on I-75. We got off at the next exit. Again, a little view there to show them what the Insta360 camera could do. I love that view of feeling like you're riding on top of the world. So just wanted to share that with them, guys, a little bit here. But we did jump off at the next exit here, as you're going to see coming up, as Isha revealed that she was not quite comfortable of being out on the highway. And it wasn't the speed of getting on the exit of the Goldwing, it was just the speed and the traffic around you, the trucks. So as we jump off here, now I can feel her holding on. Of course, she was silent there after she made her statement that she was ready to, enough is enough, let's head on back. But what I want you guys to notice here now is as we turn onto 47, as we're heading back home to Lake City, was that, I expressed to Isha, hey, I can feel you holding on kind of tight. It'll be nice if you get a little relaxed. And you're gonna see her there, guys, as she's shaking her hands out here. She got a little bit more comfortable. Now, guys, if you're holding on with a death grip, either the rider or the passenger, fatigue is gonna set in. You know, the idea is to be as comfortable as possible, and that's part of what this was. Now, it would have been great to do an interview with Isha after, but you know, a little camera shy possibly. But she did say that she enjoyed the ride. She didn't like the highway. Of course, her intent is never to get on a sports bike. But again, I could see her in the future probably. We did specify for the husband to take some classes. You know, to ride like a pro. Jerry Palladino, I did recommend that Robert Simmons be the boss of your motorcycle. He's often in Jersey. But for them to look into some, you know, some training, some advanced training, and some parking lot drills. If nothing else, practice braking and swerving. I don't care what you do, guys. Let's add some protection to the motorcycle, get in these parking lots. Do these advanced safety classes, man. At the end of the day, you know what I'm going to say? It's better that you drop your bike in the concourse or in a parking lot than to crash them out there on the streets. Rich, out on Ruby, with my niece Isha and her husband Donnell. And we are out.
Look
Yeah,
good,
it is.
dude.
It looks really good.
You look. This is cool. This is comfortable. You can ride forever in this. Forever, man. This is comfortable. Forever.
Oh, look at that smile.
Look
Wow.
at that smile.
You have a new appreciation.
Smile. Look at that.
You got a new appreciation. Okay.
Folks, on a cruiser,
Convert, you never know.
on the cruiser,
If I
I
get on the back
predict
row, I
the
might convert.
BMW Grand
I'm
America.
sure she'll be more comfortable on that than
The
on the sport.
BMW Grand America.
I can see you with that. For sure.
This is actually cool.